Friendships are supposed to bring love, joy, support, peace, and all of those goodies, all of those good things. But there are times that they've actually, it's time to let them go. Not because you are unkind or because you are mean or something, but because they are no longer good in quotes now for your peace, for your growth, and even for your faith. So yes, let's talk about this today. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to be here. Yes, I know you will say this lady is always excited. Yes, I'm always excited to be here on your screen every single weekend. So yes, to my subscribers, I love you guys. And yes, if you are seeing my face for the first time on the streets of YouTube, you know what to do, right? Kindly subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you get notified once I upload new video. Sometimes it is actually time to let go of certain friendships. So here are a few signs you have to look out for, especially when you're at that point where you don't know if you should still keep this person as your friend or you should move on from those friendships or from that friend you get. So yes, as I mentioned the points, you can take time to ponder, think on those points and see if anyone fits into this you get. So yes, let's dive right into the video. So the first point I would say is the friendship feels one-sided. And by one-sided I mean that it's just one person that keeps checking up, it's just one person that keeps showing up, it's one person that keeps showing kindness, that is caring, that is communicating. The other person is not reciprocating all of these things. So it just seems like you keep giving, you keep giving, you keep giving, but you're not receiving anything in return from the other person. It will be actually time to actually work out, because before you know it, you will get exhausted. Yes, you will get exhausted if you are the one that keeps doing the giving, the giving, the giving, the giving, the giving. The person doesn't check up on you as you do. The person doesn't show any sort of kindness, care. The person doesn't even show up for your big days. And it will be time to actually work out of such friendship. Yes. And number two is they don't celebrate your wins. See, no matter how little the win is, they should always celebrate. You should always know that this person got me, regardless. But by that point where you are beginning to doubt that this person actually got me, maybe it's actually time to let go of that friend. They must celebrate your win. I don't want to know what want to happen. Even if they will not be there physically on that day, they are calling to check how is it going, how is this, how like they should celebrate your, no matter how small, how little that win is. They should celebrate, but if they don't, then maybe it's time to actually reevaluate that friendship. Another point that I would make is they don't respect your boundaries. They always, always, always break, like they always cross that line that you've told them not to cross. See, I have some standards that you should not cross as my friend. You should not cross it no matter what. So you have to respect me as a person and as your friend. And when I say I don't like this thing, you should be able to show that respect you say that you have for me by not crossing that line. I don't like it when the opposite sex touch me in a certain way. I know my boyfriend, you shouldn't touch me a certain way. And I stand by it. If I've told you the first time, the second time, you're not even listening to me, I would move back from that friendship. Or let's not use the opposite sex now. You're my friend, and I tell you certain things, and I'm hearing it from other people. I'm not going to like it. I told you in confidence, and you should keep it that way. So are those friends crossing the lines they are not meant to cross? It might be time to actually do what? Reevaluate that friendship. Yes, it might be time to do that. Another point is you feel worse when you leave that person, like when you leave the environment of that friend, like maybe you went to your friend's place, and by the time you are leaving, you feel worse. By worse, I mean you feel smaller. The person has brought you to the lowest ground. Like you get, the person doesn't uplift you with their words, but they rather what they drag you in the mud with their words. It might be time to actually reevaluate that. I'm a word person. I love when people speak like to me in a proper way, in an appropriate way. And when you speak in an unkind way, I wouldn't take it because love words means a lot to me. I love words a lot. So I wouldn't take it when you speak to me anyhow. I would not take it. I would say it to me. I don't like the way you're speaking to me. You are raising your voice at me. Don't raise your voice at me. You are speaking unkind. Don't talk to me that way. Yes, I will do that. So, do you feel worse or you feel better when you leave the premises of that person you call your friend? It's a question you have to ask yourself and think about. Do I want to remain friends with this person that once I leave there, I feel smaller or I feel bad than where I came here? You should ask yourself that question. Yes, you should. Another point is they are only around when it's convenient. They're not ready to do the extra work. They just want to be there for the convenience sake because they're getting some things from you and they're not ready to put in the work. No, friendship is two-sided. In fact, the scripture says in Amos 3:3, can two work together except they agree? So if it's only one person that is agreeing and the other person is not agreeing, there will be promotion, there will be clash. So you have to reevaluate if this person is actually just here for the convenience sake and is not ready to go an extra mile for me. You might actually have to reevaluate that. Another point that I would be making is they no longer align with your value. Trust me, some people just choose not to grow, and you've chosen to grow. So before you know it now, you've grown in your values. Maybe you had a particular value system that you both agreed with, but because you have grown, you have matured, you realize that okay, this value that I had there, maybe I have to like double it up. You get, and the person, your friend now is feeling like, why? It doesn't matter. It doesn't this. It doesn't that. You get? You actually have to reevaluate because you have grown, you have matured. But the other person, on the other hand, is still in that same position. And trust me, it may not be good for your faith or for your growth. The person might keep drawing you backwards because they have chosen not to grow in their values and in their faith with God. So you might actually have to what? Reevaluate that friendship. It's very expedient that you reevaluate that friendship. And the last point I will be making today is maybe God is actually telling you to move back. Yes. Maybe God is actually showing you some things that, okay, girl, boy, it's time to move. This person has elapsed their time for being with you. So you might have to actually do it. Move. Yes. Might be like that sometimes. God might actually instruct you to, walk away from certain friendships. Not because you are unkind, but because, now permit me to say, they don't fit into the next phase of your life, and it's fine. It is totally fine. So yes. Think about this. I think I mentioned like 7 points. Think about those 7 points and see if there are friendships you have to, evaluate and reconsider. So yes, I'm sure you enjoyed this video, and I'm sure you've learned 1 or 2 things. I'll be waiting in the comment section to hear from you guys. So yes, do well to like, subscribe if you haven't, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video.